can video anytime, I don't care.
I'm videoing now.
There it is now.
That's hard.
Hold on. I'm gonna bend the camera.
It's hard to see. But there you go. Right there.
Nice crack down in there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a terrible crack.
What is up, everybody? So, let me adjust the camera here so you can see my face. There you go, it's pretty good. So, I'm just going to take a few minutes to discuss kind of what happened here. As this video, as you just saw, was not clickbait whatsoever. The S2000 is down, and she did crack a sleeve. So, she's going to be down for a little bit. Going to kind of discuss kind of what happened. So from the get-go when I bought the car, it wasn't running ideally. It was running pretty rich and it was having some misfire issues, but overall what was running, it was only running on wastegate pressure, so it wasn't running a lot of boost or anything like that, so it definitely needed to be tuned. It wasn't running that great when I brought it in, and I understand this. However, I brought it to Billy over at Purebred Racing, because he was highly recommended to me, and I headed over there. He said he could take care of it, no problem. So first thing we did was we changed out the plugs, got hooked up to the dyno, and he started kind of tuning away. Now, I will say within the first probably hour or so, he did get the car running pretty good. It was no longer breaking up, didn't appear to be running rich anymore, and was putting down some pretty decent power, as you guys saw from the couple pulls that I managed to get on camera. Unfortunately, kind of after the incident, I didn't really film anything because there was just too much going on and I wasn't in the mood to film, as you could rightfully imagine. So after the incident, he did feel really bad, and he offered to actually tow the car home for me because he has a truck and trailer, which I really much appreciated because at the time I was obviously kind of down in the dumps that this happened, and I would have had to have it towed myself. So I really appreciated that generosity out of him, and was going to take him up on that offer. Now, the next day came around, and it got pretty late, and I was wondering if he was going to be able to pick up the car, because if not, I would have had a tow truck go out and get it. He assured me that he would take care of it and not to worry about it, and I was like, okay, well, let me know. It got pretty late in the night, and he let me know that he was just going to send a tow truck and just have it dropped off. So it was done during text, so I guess it was a little bit of a miscommunication because it was kind of assumed that he was covering the bill, because keep in mind, up to this point up front, I have already paid him for the tune, even though the tune was technically not complete. And when the tow truck driver came here, which mind you was at midnight, so that wasn't too cool, it turns out he didn't take care of the towing and I had to pay the towing, which is fine. Like I said, it's my car. I didn't necessarily expect him to pay, but it was kind of understood that he was taking care of it because, you know, he felt really bad of what happened with the car. So despite all that, moving forward, for the last about week or so, the car's kind of been just chilling. I haven't really done too much with it because we were assuming it was a head gasket issue because there was really no other reason for the motor to actually blow up. We weren't at an insane power level or anything like that. I think we're at 10 or 11 pounds of boost. I think the last run was like 420 wheel horsepower, which for this car isn't anything insane with the setup that it has on it, and these stock blocks are very, very strong. So upon some further investigation, having a few people take a look at the car and kind of diagnose, because let's face it, I'm no guru, after taking a look at the spark plugs, which I have some here I can show you guys? I do. So this here, let me see if I can even show you guys, is kind of what the spark plugs looked like to start. This is going to be really hard to do on camera, but that's kind of, obviously it was running a little bit rich here. Let me see if I can really get it to focus. Kind of. Anyway, you can see it looks like a pretty normal spark plug. There's the tip right there. Now, the spark plugs that we put in the car right before the dyno session were brand new plugs, same exact plugs that we had in. This is 3 of them. So, as you can see, this one here, let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit here. Alright, so obviously, this one, at first we thought it broke off. It didn't actually break off. It actually was kind of just disintegrating here. That's not a clean break. It's kind of disintegrated. Now, that was on cylinder 1 there. This is 2 and 3. See, this is very hard to do for this camera, it doesn't like to focus. As you can see, the tips, the electrodes on these also were starting to disintegrate pretty fast. I don't know how well you guys can see that on camera, but they are definitely not the same as the other plugs. Refocus here. So clearly this tells me it may have been lean, it may have been a lot of detonation, because these plugs literally were brand new and we were on the dyno. Maybe the car ran for a total of, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes tops. It was probably more like 20 minutes the car actually ran. So these spark plugs are about 20 minutes old, and they look like they've been through hell and back. So I don't know what exactly happened with the car. I'm not gonna blame anybody in this video for what happened in the car. Could have been a variety of things, the perfect storm. Who really knows? Unfortunately, I'm the one left holding the bag, and that's kind of how the car game is, and we're gonna go from here. So overall, it was a pretty catastrophic failure. Now, I did end up reaching back out to William at Purebred Racing after we found out that the sleeve was cracked, and at this point, obviously, I'm fairly unhappy, so I did reach back out to him. I did fully pay him after this, which was probably my fault, but I did fully pay him for his work, even though the tune was not quite completed. Obviously, the car came in running and came out not running, blown up, so the tune was not quite completed. However, I did pay him the full amount for a full tune, and obviously the tune really didn't work out. Whether it was his fault or not, the tune really didn't work out. So I wasn't very happy. I did call him and have a conversation with him. Overall, he is a very nice guy. We just have some disagreements when it comes to how the situation should have been handled. But unfortunately, he isn't willing to do anything when it comes to maybe giving me partially my money back or anything like that. So unfortunately, we're kind of all on our own here, and we're going to get her fixed back up. I've already been reaching out to a couple other local places, but first I have to see what I'm going to end up doing with the motor, whether we're just going to put a new short block in it or whether I'm just going to replace the whole motor. So I don't want to keep rambling on in this video. That's kind of the whole story of what happened. I don't know how long I've been talking, probably way too long about it. So I'm going to wrap up this video here, guys. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. What could have happened? What could have went wrong? Needless to say, when it is all said and done, unfortunately, I'm going to have the car retuned. I just don't trust the tune it was on. So we're going to have the car retuned again after that. Aren't cars fun? But that's pretty much all I have to say, guys. Thank you for watching this one. If you aren't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you all on the next video. Peace.